Watched the roof come off the barn. We had an old cattle barn that was there where the red one is now.
Rod's allowed to tear out, and that one's not. Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to take a little break on the trailer and we're going to go camping. It's a little rainy and overcast right now, but it's supposed to clear up. Be up to the 50s today, so we're going to go camp today and tonight, maybe tomorrow. So let's get started. I stopped here and got fuel, and I just looked up the average fuel prices in Iowa, and it was $3.82, and of course it's $3.99 here in Dubuque. But at any rate, I want to check my fuel mileage today because of my trip going out to South Dakota. I want to kind of see what I'm going to get. So the rain quickly gave away to sunshine and beautiful day. So glad we took a chance and decided to go camping. Met up with my friend Tony at the local gas station. Then we headed back into the field to find a place to set up camp. We'd had quite a bit of rain the last couple of days, so the field was pretty soft, but it was no problem for our Jeeps. Now, who doesn't like playing in the mud just a little bit? I know we sure do. In fact, Tony hasn't cleaned his Jeep from the last time we were out playing in the mud. He's wearing it like a badge of honor.
If you guys want to, we can hop in here and just drive back, and if there's something that's more appealing, we can go back there. This area here was actually our campsite before. We live on Sally's home place, the farm, and her mom died here, well, not quite 3 years ago. And her sister's from Des Moines, and her sister come out here and walked this timber after the Derecho, and she spent maybe an hour, so I don't think she was able to walk the whole thing.
Well, where were you at when the Derecho hit? Were you here?
We were at home.
You were at home?
Yeah, I was standing in the shop looking out the door. I watched the roof come off the barn. We had an old cattle barn that was there where the red one is now.
Joe sure had a lot of damage from the Derecho storm in 2020. For those of you that don't know what we're talking about, here's a recap.
Of a 106-mile-an-hour wind gust. Now we have...
Area farmers know one thing. They still don't know the full impact across our entire area. The numbers are staggering. The Agriculture Department reported 57 of Iowa's 99 counties were in the path of the storm. 36 counties, a third of the state, hardest hit. In those counties alone, 3.5 million acres of corn is grown and 2.5 million acres of soybeans are planted.
The DNR estimating it will take a full generation for the ecosystem to fully recover. The storm wiped out just under 13%.
The DNR estimates last year's derecho destroyed 4.4 million trees.
So Tony, you've got this CVT. How long have you had it?
Just a couple months. I've used it in the wintertime, mostly.
You happy with it?
Yeah. It's a CVT Bachelor.
Okay.
It's the smallest one they make.
And so, no issues? Or...
No. It actually did come with a bag of extra zippers. Comes with extra zippers in case your zipper ever breaks on it.
Oh, wow.
So they literally give you everything with it.
I've heard a lot of good things about it. It'd be interesting to note the differences between the CVT and the Trailhead.
Yep.
So I'll film a little bit here while you get it set up. And
Alrighty, I'll get her done. You gonna help me?
So I decided to do, I had this jacks laying around, I needed some way to stabilize the trailer, so I created this system here. It's a little noisy, but it worked good. good and solid. I'm always going to have this impact wrench with me because I use it to change tires or whatnot and run a repair, so I figured I would do it that way. I bought this tent about a year ago. I've only used it maybe 6 times. It's kind of on the cheaper end of them, but I really like it. It's been holding up pretty good for me. So it's the same kind of deal. You got a zipper. I'm not do you. Do this. I'm pretty sure this is glamping when you get a guy with a tractor to bring you firewood, isn't it?
Well, we got 2 heaters right there, so that's pretty glamping right there.
I mean,
Here, take this one with you though. That way you have to get one.
it turned out to be a beautiful day, and what's better than a night of camping?
Take this one with you. You can try it later. You can do a video on Mountain House. Spaghetti, it's pretty easy going.
Okay. I want to show you my restroom setup. I have this bucket, some peat moss, plastic bag. Before we got started on supper, I decided to take a little trip back into the woods and check out all the damage. And of course, I found a little bit of mud and a little bit of fun. The video never does it justice, but this terrain was pretty steep. Had some holes and some obstacles. It was a fun little trek through the woods. Pretty slick coming up out of there, but nothing the TJ and lockers couldn't handle with ease. With the playtime over, it was time to make supper.
Metal
Oh,
box.
solo. Is it solo you're talking about?
Steering box brace. It tightens up the steering a lot, even with.
One of my favorite times at camping is the sunsets, the night sky, and the stars. But tonight, it was really exceptionally beautiful. I've not seen the moon do what it did this night in a long, long time. It turned night into day. The nighttime darkness finally gave away to twilight, and it was time to get up and get moving. Morning, guys. Slept pretty good last night. Beautiful morning out here now. Tony got up before me, got fire going again. thanks again for getting the fire going. Good.
No problem.
That's what I was waiting on before I got up.
Oh,
Feels good. That was quite a few hot coals, wasn't it? A big chunk of wood left on there last night. Is there anything like the smell of bacon in the morning? I don't think so.
In the wintertime, if we get enough snow, you're not getting up here.
Yeah, that's what I was talking to him about. So for 4x4 invasion, we're gonna do it. We're gonna test it out at the JLTM. But what we'll do is we'll set up a tent, and a 3-sided tent, have some chairs in there and whatnot. I'll have him come in, do a quick seminar on some recovery stuff. It's not going to necessarily be a recovery class. It's going to be more like just an introduction to the different types of things. After talking shop for a little while, it was time for Tony to head out. You know, it can't be overstated what it is to have a good friend who likes to do the same things as you. Tony and I have fast become friends over this overlanding stuff. I met him down at S'more, Southern Missouri Off-Road Ranch, a couple years ago. And he's been a proud supporter of mine in backroad adventures. Thanks, Tony. We'll see you next time. Such a beautiful day. I think I'm just going to take a little walk. This derecho damage that they had is just unbelievable. I mean, this was a pretty good sized tree. Lots of green trails. Green tracks through here. Even though it was a beautiful day, I decided I needed to get home and start getting ready for the Moore Expo coming up in a couple of weeks. As a matter of fact, by the time you watch this video, I will be in booth 522 at the Moore Expo, Springfield, Missouri, April 8th through the 10th. Come out and see us. I packed up the camp and headed over to Joe's house to say goodbye. Be sure and check him out, Joe Hunt, Nomad Overlanding. He's full of knowledge and been just about everywhere. He'll help you if you can. With that, make sure you hit the like button and subscribe and the notification bell and check us out on Instagram. We love your support. Next week, we'll be back on the trailer build where I get a lot of work done in a short amount of time preparing for the Moore Expo. Catch you then. Thanks.